Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there's a post that Ngunyi shared on his X handle, and this post appears to be some kind of a mockery post on MARAGA, the former Chief Justice MARAGA. Now, we all remember previously MARAGA told us that he doesn't have the enough financial muscle to push the agenda, his agenda, and he needed people to support him. Now, guess what? Mutahi Ngunyi has come out with a tweet which is mocking that kind of statement, or maybe there's something Mutahi Ngunyi is trying to tell us, or Mutahi Ngunyi is trying to create a narrative that MARAGA is being sponsored. Now, let's look at this statement from Mutahi Ngunyi. And he says, who is sponsoring MARAGA? Is he a state project like Matiba was in 1992? If so, this is brilliant. End of statement. So that is Mutahi Ngunyi, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen reactions to that. I've seen people not happy with what Mutahi Ngunyi shared. There's something here which I want to take you through. Someone by the name Wahungu was quick to react to Mutahi Ngunyi's tweet, and he says, "You have always remained to be a useless professor, nothing to emulate from. A useless professor." That is what Wahungu told Mutahi Ngunyi. So I'd like us to look at this post from Mutahi Ngunyi from two angles. One, the angle of sponsorship, the angle of Matiba. Matiba 1992. We want to relate this candidature of MARAGA to the candidature of Matiba in 1992. Now, before we do that, please take this opportunity, comment below there, like this video. I've discovered that many of you good viewers watch our videos, but you forget to like. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed before. And to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. In 1992, the president who was there back then was President Moi. Now, there was a lot of agitation for multipartyism, because Moi ensured that, before that, Moi ensured that KANU ndio ilikuwa ni baba na mama. But that was not resonating well with people like Orengo, Raila, and Martin Shikuku, Matiba, watu wengi. Mama na baba ni KANU. So they wanted many parties to come on board. So President Moi looked at that agitation. Of course, it was not something that he had welcomed, but he looked at it and figured out how he was going to benefit. And he found a way to benefit from that agitation. And he allowed multipartyism. He knew very well these people are not going to have an agreement. Sasa watasimama kila mtu. Then wakisimama kila mtu napita katikati yao. And that is exactly what happened. So, accusation of Professor Mutahi Ngunyi is that Matiba back then alikuwa ni a sponsored candidate to split the votes of the opposition. That's what I'm trying to arrive at, splitting the votes of opposition. And that is exactly what we are being told by Mutahi Ngunyi, that MARAGA is out there to split the votes of the opposition. How many of you buy that story from Mutahi Ngunyi? Now, sponsored. Of course, the part of sponsorship could be a way of mocking MARAGA, kwa sababu MARAGA sha declare hana pesa, hawezi. So Ngunyi anajaribu kuuliza kwamba sasa nani anamsponsor? Because if you can't be sponsored, then you cannot run a successful campaign. So nani anamsponsor? That's what this tweet is all about. It's mocking MARAGA. Mimi naona kwamba anajaribu kumock MARAGA kwa sababu campaign inataka pesa, by the way. Na kama campaign inataka pesa na hauna pesa, then you cannot run a successful campaign. Think about, traversing the whole country, meeting people. People want to see you. People would like to see someone, who comes to on the ground. They don't want to see someone on the social media peke yake. At the way for social media too. They'd like to see you come on the ground, talk to them. They believe that that is the case, even though you don't have to come on the ground. Using the social media is also okay. But according to Kenyan na how most citizens are, ni lazima uje kwa ground wakuone. They don't believe that whatever you're doing online ni kitu ambacho kinaweza ile message iko sawa. Message pako uilete mwenyewe na mdomo. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the biggest challenge that Maraga could have faced. That's why he requested for people to support his initiative, people to donate, yani vitu kama hizo. Now, just like I was telling you, someone was quick to tell Mutahi Ngunyi kwamba you are a foolish professor. But there are also other people who reacted to Mutahi Ngunyi's tweet, and they said, like, for instance, there's this person by the name Nyabasa Danbas, and he says, Kenya is not in 1992 when people only relied on KBC for information. Maraga will not get votes from Kisi's. Okay? The foreigner says, which kind of brilliance exists when the state sponsors a candidate? Maraga will see does. It's constant. Okay? 254 Roy says, Maraga will exit before 2027 and he will go to the highest bidder. So I think what he's trying to refer to hapa ni ile political brokers. You threaten that you want to vie, ikifika ile wakati then una support mtu. It's just the same way na venye Moses Wetangula used to do. Moses Wetangula has been threatening that he's going to vie, but he has never vied for presidency. He always supports and then gets the benefit. Now, Musalia Mudavadi attempted once na hajajaribu tena. Same to Kalonzo Musyoka once. So what this means is that running a campaign, successful campaign, requires pesa. Pesa ambayo lazima uweke chini. It's not joke. Pesa lazima iweke chini. Now Josh Will says, ondoa hiyo ujinga hapa, peleka huko. We no longer listen to like political hiyo jina imetumika hapo ni I could not pronounce them. Forgive me for that. So Paddy Mimim says there's nothing brilliant about it. Just okay. Kari says, why are you doubting your strategy? Babalaki says Kenyan want organic politics. So in very few words, ladies and gentlemen, Mutahi Ngunyi has been advised kwamba aache ujinga. That Maraga atapigiwa na Wakisi peke yake, atapigiwa na watu wengine. Of course that is something that we know about. Most Gen Zs watapigia Maraga pia, kwa sababu Maraga ni clean heart na ni mtu ambaye chakuwa Chief Justice, anaelewa sheria. So tunasema kwamba kuna advantage over those others. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.